All right, so I started the recording November the 23rd, 2020, and we're doing partial fraction. And so partial fraction is like the reverse of adding two rational fractions, or the reverse of adding two fractions. So when you do that reverse, the process is called partial fraction. All right, and so right now we're at what? Proper fractions, unrepeated quadratic factors. Proper fraction, unrepeated quadratic factors. It says the denominator of the proper fraction contains unrepeated. It says the denominator of the proper fraction contains unrepeated quadratic factors of the form ax squared plus bx plus c. For each factor of this form in the denominator, there's a corresponding fraction of the form ax plus b over ax squared plus bx plus c. For example, p of x over ax plus b into or multiplied by cx squared plus dx plus e. When you split that up, you will get a over ax plus b plus bx plus c over cx squared plus dx plus e, where a, b, and c are constants to be found. A, B, and C are constants to be found. All right, let's turn the page. All right, so here's one. Let me see if there's another. There's another. So let me do the first one. I'll do 8 and you will do 9. It says separate 4 over x plus 1 into 2x squared plus 1 into partial fractions. So if I'm going to do this, let's write what we're separating. 4 over x plus 1 into 2x squared plus 1. Now 2x squared plus 1 is what you call a unrepeated, or it's unrepeated quadratic factor. So this is going to become a separated into a over x plus 1. That's what you do for a linear factor. And plus bx plus c over 2x squared plus 1. So bx plus c is what you would put over a quadratic factor. If it was more than one of them, the first one would be bx plus c, the second one would be cx plus d, something like that. Sorry, not cx, dx plus e, something like that. So I'm going to get rid of the fractions by multiplying the entire equation by the denominator over the left. So if I do that, I'm going to end up with 4 is equal to a into 2x squared plus 1 plus bx plus c into x plus 1. My objective is to determine the value of a, b, and c. That's my objective. So if I say when x is equal to -1, I can get rid of b and c and just leave a. So I'm going to say when x is equal to -1, I'm going to have 4 is equal to a into 2 times -1 square plus 1. All right, and obviously bx plus c into x plus 1 is going to go, because in x is -1, -1 plus 1 is 0. And when you multiply something by 0, you get 0. So this is going to be 2 plus 1 is 3. So what I have is 3a is equal to 4. If I divide both sides by 3, I'm going to get a is equal to 4 over 3. So I have a, and I need to find a, b, and c. All right, I could, let us say, make x 0. I'm going to make x 0, and by making x 0, if I say when x is 0, when x is equal to 0, I'm going to get 4 on the left is equal to a into 2 times 0 square plus 1 plus b times 0 plus c into 0 plus 1. So that is if x is 0. So what I'm going to have is 4 is equal to a, b plus times 0 is 0, so b goes, and c times 1 is c. So 4 is equal to a, 4 is equal to a plus c, and I can say that c would be equal to 4 minus a, but a is 4 over 3. So this is 8 over 3. 4 is the same as saying 12 over 3. 12 over 3 minus 4 over 3 is 8 over 3. So I have A, C, A and C, I need to get B. I have A and C, I need to get B. I can equate the x coefficients. I can equate the x square coefficient. If I multiply A by 2x squared, I'm going to get 2a x squared. So I'm going to say 2a. If I multiply bx times x, bx here times x, I'm going to get b times x squared. So 2a plus b would be equal to 0, and this is my x square coefficient. It's me equating the x square coefficient. It means b would be equal to minus 2a. Anybody disagree? Or say any reason to disagree?
No, sir.
So it means that b would be equal to minus 2 times a, which is 4 over 3. So b would be equal to minus 8 over 3. So I have a, b, and c. I can now say that 4 over x plus 1 into 2x squared plus 1 is equal to a, which is 4 over 3 over x plus 1 plus b. What is b? So let us put the plus for the time being. Plus b, which is what? Minus 8 over 3x. Plus c, which is what? Also 8 over 3. And this is over 2x squared plus 1. So this is the same as saying 4 over 3 into x plus 1. If I factor out minus 8 over 3, I'm going to get minus 8 into x minus 1 over 3 into 2x squared plus 1. All right, so that would be my final answer. Very quickly, guys, I want you to try, have a good go at it, look at it. Then I want you to try example 9. It's basically what we have been doing, so it's just more of the same. So I want you to try example 9. All right, so example 9, separate 2x squared plus 1 over x into x squared plus 1 into partial fractions. I'm going to have 2x squared plus 1 over x into x squared plus 1. And this separates into a over x plus bx plus c over x squared plus 1. I'm going to multiply the entire equation by the denominator on the left. When I do that, I'm going to get 2x squared plus 1 is equal to a into x squared plus 1 plus bx plus c multiplied by x. That's what I'm going to get. All right, I might say when x is 0, when x is equal to 0, that would get rid of b and c, and I would have 2 times 0 squared plus 1. Left hand side is equal to a into 0 squared plus 1. So in other words, a would be equal to 1. A is 1. Now we need to find b and c. I could probably look at the x coefficient. I could probably look at the x coefficient. I could probably look at the x coefficient. If I'm doing that, on the left, there's no x coefficient. So on the left, I have 0. On the right, a will be a constant. And if I expand bx plus c times x, I'm going to get bx squared plus cx. So c is equal to 0. And this is looking at the x coefficient. So I have a, I have c. What I need now is b. All right, let's look at the x squared coefficient. A plus b is equal to 2. And this is us looking at the x squared coefficient. So it means therefore that b would be equal to 2 minus a. So b would be equal to 2 minus 1. So b would be equal to 1. It means therefore, guys, that 2x squared plus 1 over x into x squared plus 1 would be equal to a, which is 1 over x, plus b, which is also 1. So bx would be 1x. So if I want, I just put 1x plus c, which is 0, over x squared plus 1. So the final answer is 1 over x plus x over x squared plus